What if the constants of the universe are not all stamped into reality, but some are glued into our measurement system because it makes the equations look cleaner? In the energy filament theory, the universe is an evolving energy sea. So part of what we call constant might actually be a stable local ratio, while the underlying medium and matter rhythms slowly drift together. Let's pull the clues from the last few episodes into one bundle and ask a blunt question. Seconds, meters, C, and cosmic temperature, which of these are truly fixed? And which are fixed because we decided to fix them? Start with time. Atomic clocks already proved that the same clock ticks differently under different gravitational conditions. Move it to a different height and the rate shifts. That means a second is not a mystical brick floating above physics. It is a physical rhythm in matter, and that rhythm can respond to the environment. Now length. Any real solid has a lattice spacing that changes slightly with temperature, pressure, and stress. Precision labs spend enormous effort controlling those conditions because a standard bar is not perfectly rigid in the physical sense, it breathes. Then comes the 1983 twist. The meter was defined using the second and a fixed value of the speed of light. So a physical object can expand and contract. But the definition of meter is locked into a clock and light framework. That is not wrong. It is a practical choice. But it creates a hidden tension. You have one kind of length that is a physical structure, and another kind of length that is a definition tied to two other processes. Now ask about C. We all accept that light propagation depends on medium state. We call it refractive index and move on. Then we say, in vacuum, C is always the same. But modern physics also insists vacuum is not truly empty. It is full of quantum fields, fluctuations, and structures. So here's the uncomfortable question. If the vacuum has structure, why is it automatically forbidden to think of it as a kind of underlying medium whose propagation capacity could vary slightly across conditions or cosmic eras, even if local tests remain perfectly consistent? In this picture, that is exactly where hidden evolution can hide. You define C as constant, define the meter using C, define the second using atomic rhythms, and then local experiments will keep confirming a stable triangle, even if the deeper medium is slowly shifting and your standards co-shift with it. Next, cosmic temperature. When people say the universe is about 2.7 Kelvin, it sounds like someone stuck a thermometer into space and got a reading. But what we actually observe is a microwave spectrum. The temperature is a fitted parameter, a dial setting that makes an ideal blackbody curve match the data. That parameter is extremely useful and extremely stable, but it is still a translation into our local thermodynamic language. And translation always carries the translator, units, calibration, and local microrhythms. Put these pieces together and a pattern appears. In the standard cosmic story, the default move is to lock the yardsticks and constants as tightly as possible. Then assign the large changes to geometry. Space expands, stretches wavelengths, cools the background, and drives the global narrative. When the story strains, more ingredients are added to keep the geometry working. In this picture, the move is different. Keep the observations sacred, but allow the yardsticks to be physical and therefore condition-linked. Let atomic rhythms, lattice stability, spectral emission, and propagation capacity be gently environment-dependent. Because they are all processes inside a real medium, then the evolution can be returned to physics itself. The energy sea relaxes. Matter's internal timing slowly shifts. And some of what looked like cosmic geometry may actually be a drifting translation system. The punchline is simple: an evolving universe does not require space to be doing all the running. It may require us to admit that our rulers, clocks, and a few sacred constants were never meant to be immune from the universe they measured. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.